Okay. So the next chapter is about the Dhyan, the sixth chapter. And here, Maharishi Gherand explained that there are the three types of the dhyana. First of all, the gross one, the sthula, then the jyoti, that is about the light, and the third one is of the that is a subtle sukshma. So sthul dhyan is basically, it has a form, basically a concrete image. Okay, which we can the that form, which if in the
That is
um,
idol worship that we
idol worship, you
can
can say. So
dhyan
physically
any
some
idol. We
structure
can
is there.
dhyan.
Yes, ideal, or the or on the lotus feet of your guru, or the any god, just like this. The This is basically the sthul dhyana. Some image, physically form is should be there. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So Jyoti Dhyan is of the light, and the Sukshma Dhyan is of the basically the Brahman, the Bindu, the consciousness, basically the ultimate, really beyond Kundalini Shakti. Okay. So to concentrate on these things, so the Dhyan is actually described as a three types. So towards our next shloka. Okay. Yeah. In the shloka from 2 to 8, he explained, imagine that in the region of the heart, you have to basically concentrate in your heart region on the Anahat Chakra. There is an excellent ocean of nectar, and that is the midst, and in that, you know, midst of that ocean, there is an island. Island of what? Island of very precious stones, where sand is also there. Sand is of gems also. Okay. The sand which is present in that island is made up of only of gems. There are that island is actually full of very precious stones and gems, and that on the four side of the island there are nipa trees with the abundance of flowers, and that is also surrounded by a forest of nipa trees. There are a lot of trees, okay, with containing flowers of what? Malti, malika, jati, kesar, champa, parijat, and the sthala padma. So it's a full of lot of trees, the nipa trees with lot of flowering trees, making the quarters fragrant with their sweet smell. So
Sthalabhatma means, is it a type of lotus, ma'am? Sthalabhatma.
sort of types of
Ah,
flowering plants, basically,
okay.
as if there are ditch all around. So in the midst of that also, let the yogi imagine a beautiful kalpa vriksha. Kalpa vriksha is basically which fulfill your wishes, basically. Okay. So kalpa vriksha is a wish yielding tree having four branches representing the four Vedas. Now, can you name the four Vedas? The
Rig, Ejur, Sama, Atharvana Veda.
Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Samveda, and the Atharva Veda. So these four branches represent the four Vedas, and then the perpetually laden with the fruits and flowers and beetles humming and cuckoos singing there. So you have to fix your mind there. Then you have to contemplate a pendal set with precious gems in that pandal. In that pandal, basically, but you think of it, there's a sort of a stage in between. Okay, so in that pandal, let the yogi imagine a beautiful throne, uh, uh, a seat sort of thing, a royal throne sort of. So, and on that, you have to meditate on his tutelary god according to the technique taught by the guru. So you have to imagine uh, you know picture like this in when you are focusing on your heart, and then while imagine, then you have to meditate. So whatever are the form, ornaments, and vehicle of that deity, that vision should always be meditated upon. You can meditate on any of any form, whether they are the ornament, you can also the vehicle, just like the vehicle of Lord Shiva is, who? Nandi ji, है ना? So, like that. You can concentrate on anything. So this is basically a sthul dhyan in which there is a some picture, same as a solid form of any, structure. Then in the next shlokas, from the 9 to 11, then the yogi imagined in the pericarp of the great 1,000-petal lotus with 12 petals, white in color, highly refulgent, and having 12 bija letters. Okay, so all that 12 petals have the 12 bija mantras. So what are those? The ha, sa, sha, ma, la, va, ra, yu, sa, ha, sa, kha, pri. In this order only, in this pericarp of this, a smaller lotus, there stands the pranava, the om. In a triangle of which the sides of the triangle are basically the akara, a, ka, tha, the lines and angles are basically the ha, la, sha. So this is the, you have to focus on this type of image. Then let him imagine that there is a beautiful seat having of the, this is seat having that bindu. This is a, this is a bindu. Okay, let me, this is a basically a picture of bindu. On that seat, there is a pair of swans also, a foot pair. Okay. So after this, you have to imagine this. Then you have to meditate on the, on the Lord Shiva, having 2 arms, 3 eyes, dressed in white, anointed with the white fragrant paste, full body, wearing garlands covered with white flowers, together with Shakti. He is sitting with Shakti, having a red thing. By meditating on that Lord in this manner, this is basically a sthul dhyana and is attained with success, par excellence. So here there is explanation of the sthul dhyana. Listen now to the tejo dhyana. Tejo is the basically the light. Next is the tejo dhyana, by which success is attained in yoga and the self is realized. So in the tejo dhyana, we have to, in the Mooladhara, resides a Kundalini in form of a serpent, as already you know. So the Jivatma resides there in the form of a crest of the flame. So meditate upon Tejo Me Brahman. So Tejo Dhyan is Dhyana par excellence. This Dhyan is better than the Sthul Dhyan. So in the middle of the eyebrows, meditate on that teja with a subtle aura of praise, which is pranava. And if you reach beyond that, that is a manas. This is verily tejo dhyana. You have to focus on the light. So, O Chanda, you have heard about Tejo Dhyana also. Now listen to me for the Sukshma Dhyana. Now he explaining the Sukshma Dhyana. When by great good fortune, if you are a very lucky one and if you are practicing regularly with all dedication, definitely your Kundalini will awaken. So it becomes one with the Atma. Okay, and rises above the sockets of the eyes, and where it vibrates, then it vibrates in the Brahmarandra at the topmost, your topmost head part. It is not perceived because of the high frequency. Okay. Then the yoga becomes successful by the Dhyan Yoga along with Shambhavi Mudra. This is the Sukshma Dhyana, which should be jealously guarded. It is not easily attained even by the gods. This is basically a subtle one, the Sukshma Dhyana. So Tejo Dhyana is 100 times superior to the Sthul one, and Sukshma Dhyana is greatest of all, even 100,000 times superior to Tejo Dhyana. So it's better to practice the Sukshma Dhyana. So thus I have, O Chanda, described to you Dhyan Yoga. Dhyan Yoga is also very rare achievement. And there are the three types. Try to practice at least one of them. Initially, at the beginner level, you can focus on the Sthul Dhyana, then towards the Tejo Dhyan, and then later on towards the Sukshma Dhyana. So, by virtue of the become one with the Atman, so the Dhyan takes you towards the Atman. It gives the self-realization, and these are the basically the characteristics feature of the Dhyana. So here ends the sixth lesson, which is the Dhyan Yoga, and among the Ghatastha Yoga, Sapta Sadhana. Out of the 7 chapters, this is the second last one, the sixth one. So let us now continue towards the last chapter, which is about the Samadhi. Okay, shall I? Is okay? Any doubt, any question?
No, ma'am. You can proceed.
Okay, now Samadhi, the supreme yoga, is attained by great merit, and it is achieved by basically by the grace of the Guru. If you are totally devoted to your Guru, you are practicing according to the guidelines, 100% you will get the self-realization or the Samadhi. So the yogi soon acquires this extraordinary experience, who is convinced by what he has learned and heard from his guru, who has developed self-confidence, and also mind is becoming more and more enlightened day by day. So the guidance of teacher or the guru is very necessary for any practice of the yoga. Without guidance, you should not able to reach the highest level. You have to follow the guidelines, and you should do all the practices under the supervision of the guru. So detaching the mind from the body, one should make it one with the Paramatman. So the union of the Jivatma with the Paramatma is basically what is the Samadhi, which is not a state of any consciousness. It is beyond consciousness also, as we understand this world. Okay. So I am Brahman and nothing else. Indeed, I am Brahman and Brahman alone. I know no sorrow. No sorrow. I am reality, consciousness, and bliss. I'm ever free. I'm always what I am really. Okay. So this is about the Paramatman or the Brahman. So the dhyana, the nada is basically related to the sound. The rasananda, the laya siddhi. These are the states when you can accomplish by the shambhavi, the brahmari, by the shambhavi, by the you achieve the dhyana. By the brahmari, you can achieve the nada. By the khechri, you can achieve the rasananda, and by the yoni mudra, laya siddhi. So the fifth, basically the samadhi state is by the bhakti yoga, and the sixth one is the manomurcha. So these are basically 6 aspects of Raj Yoga. Okay, now explaining one by one. So assuming the Shambhavi Mudra, realize the self. Once the Bindu Maya Brahman is seen, fix the mind on that. You have to focus on the Bindu Maya Brahma. Okay, then merge yourself. Then you have to just focus and concentrate only on the this Khamya Brahman and fill yourself with the Khamya Brahma. Seeing the self as Khamya Brahman, nothing else is seen. Becoming one with the perpetual bliss. One should stay in this state of Samadhi. This is while you are performing with the Shambhavi Mudra. Next is basically, then you have to draw in air slowly. Then Brahmari Kumbhak. You have to perform Brahmari Kumbhak and then slowly expel that air. Then there will be, you start hearing a humming sound like that of a big bee. Listening to this internally aroused sound, it should not, hearing from the this world from the outside of yourself, but it is basically it's of your internally aroused sound. Fix mind on that, then ensure samadhi characterized by the bliss. I am dead. Next, samadhi, you have to perform with the Khechri Mudra. Here, you will do for the Rasanand. You will, during the Khechri Mudra, there are the, many type of taste you are start experiencing. No? So here also, Khechri Mudra is performed and the tongue is turned upward towards upwards, then Samadhi is achieved. Then you are feeling, lot of taste, experience lot of taste. So assuming then the Yoni Mudra and the role of his Shakti, one becoming one with the Paramatmana as with the beloved. So when there is a union with the Brahman, you attain a blissful state. In this way ensures a samadhi. In that stage, individual realizes what is a basically what he is, what is a basically purpose of this life. So he and Brahma become one and the same. There is no distinguish between the person and the Brahma, between the Paramatma and the Jiva. Then next is the one should meditate on the form of the one tutelary deity with one heart and contemplate with devotion and great joy. So what he experienced then are tears of joy and thrills also simultaneously. There's a tears also and one feels so, thrills also. So one gets exalted condition of the mind. That is the Ashtavika Bhava. So this ensures the state of Samadhi, the Manomani. Okay. Manomani is another name of the Samadhi also here, the Manomani. Drawing the ordinary experience of the Man, one should join now with the Atman. So when you join your Man with the Atman, Samadhi is attained. So this is also type of, Samadhi. Then the Samadhi which signifies Mukti, the essence of Raj Yoga and Samadhi is becoming one with the Atman. These are actually, the experiences. These are, you can attain these various stages of Samadhi by performing all these, different mudras. Okay. So, Unmani and the Sahaj Avastha, these are basically the synonyms of the Samadhi. Even the Manomani is also the synonym of the Samadhi. So Vishnu is in the water, on land, on the peak of a mountain, and in the flames of the fire. The whole universe is. The Vishnu is present anywhere, everywhere. Okay. Then all living creatures that walk on the land or move in the air, in the all trees, shrubs, creepers, and water, mountains, all, all these to be Brahman, because God is present and everywhere. So one should see all these in the Atman. Then the Atman is basically what? It's a Chaitanya, which is residing in your body. It is without the second, internal, and the highest. So Atma is present in every living being. So how to separate from the body? One should be free from desires and passion. If you want to, separate your this physical body from your Atma, then you have to overcome all your desires, passions. Then only you will attain the samadhi. Okay, such a samadhi is free from all consciousness. One should attain it, become disinterested in everything, even in his own body, children, wife, relatives, and wealth. This is also a type of samadhi, and Shiva is declared in various ways: the secret truth, the exalted Laya. So I have told you briefly all about which lead to the samadhi or the mukti. These are the ways which Maharishi Gherand explained. So in this way, Maharishi Gherand said, "Oh Chandakapalika, I have explained to you the great samadhi, which is so rare. So having experienced this, one is not born again on this earth. He will be free from the circle of the death and birth." So thus ends the. So here ends the seventh lesson called the Samadhi Yoga, one among the seventh essentials of the yoga. So it is basically the end of the Ghatastha Yoga, the Ghat Yoga, which explained about the Ghat, the Saptang Yoga. All the 7 chapters are all also known as the Ghatastha Yoga. So it's a dialogue between the Gheranda and the Chandakapalika, the king. So, okay. So here it is the end of this book. Okay. Okay, let us see some pictures are there. So we will also, shall I move it here? So these are the basically pictures of the Vahini Sar or the Agni Sar. These are the basically pictures of the Shat Karma, Vahini Sar. See, the abdomen is contracted and the person is performing in the standing posture. Okay. Next is,
Okay.
yeah, in the sitting, he is performing. Then this is the Neti. Again, I have to rotate it. This is about the Neti. This is the Sutra Neti. Okay. Then this is again the Nauli Kriya. I will rotate it. Yeah. This is
Nauli is also like Agnisar Kriya only, na ma'am.
Agnisar Kriya. It's different from the Nauli Kriya. Agnisar is the pre-practice of the Nauli Kriya, because in the Agnisar Kriya you have to flap abdomen in and out. But here you have to contract your abdomen and you have to squeeze it in the center like this. This is the Madhyama Nauli, this is the Vam Nauli, and this is the Dakshin Nauli. Then you have to take that muscle. This is basically the rectus abdominis muscle. So first you have to hold it in the center, then you can move towards the right or the left according to that. So this is the Nauli Kriya. But in the Agnisar, you don't have to contract, make it in the center, only you have to holding the breath, then you have to flap your abdominal muscles. So next, first of all is a Vyut Karma Kapalabhati, Vyut Karma Bhalabhati, because in Gherand Sahita, Kapalabhati is known as the Bhalabhati. See, he is um, inhaling the taking the water through the nostrils, and the water is coming out from the mouth, and this is the Sith karma. In here, water is taken from the mouth and out from the nostrils. This is the Dand Dhauti, a catheter type of structure, but previously they are taking, some, banana stem sort of things. Okay, soft one. And this is a catheter made up of a rubber. It's taken inside, then, the cleaning of the abdomen is by this Danda Dhauti. This is the Vaman Dhauti. Kunjal Kriya is also same. This is the Vastra Dhauti, by the clothes. So it should be in this posture only. First of all, you have to start in the sitting posture, but when you are taking out this cloth from the stomach, you have to stand and then bending a little bit forward, and then you have to expel it from your body. So this is 15 hands, the length is 15 hand span, and the width is 4 fingers. Okay, this is the Vastra Dhauti. Then the Asanome Asan is the Siddhasan, very important one. Second one is this is the basically Baddha Padmasan. We are actually known as a Baddha Padmasan, but this is basically a Padmasana. Okay. In book, it is right as a Padmasana. We are performing, we say is at a Baddha Padmasana. Then yeah, this is, I think, so Gorakshasana. This is Muktasana. Second is a Vajrasana. Then the, okay, again, this is a Swastikasana, meditative posture. Singhasana. Then the Virasana. And Gomukhasana. Okay, okay. This is the Dhanurasana. Then the Shavasana, Mritasana. This is the Guptasana. Next is the Matsyasana. Then name is not written. Okay. Paschimottanasana. This is the Utkata Asana. This is Sankatasana. See. This is the Mayurasana. This is the, okay, again, I have to, Kukutasana and the Kurmasana. Kurmasana, see. This is the Garbhasana, Bhadrasana. Then this one. This one is Uttana Mandukasana. This is the Vrikshasana. This one is the Shalabhasana. Here, actually, chin should be on the ground. Otherwise, it's okay. But they are explaining like this. This is the Makarasana. Ushtrasana. It's in a, lying down position. This is Ushtrasana. This is the Bhujangasana. Now the Yogasana. So this is the Mahamudra. If you're remembering, kindly recall. Then It's Udyan Bandha. This is the Jalandhar Bandha. Then, okay. Yeah. See the difference in all one. This is the Vipreet Karni. See, there is an angle. The body is at an angle. Okay. In Sarvangasana, it is totally it is also known as a shoulder stand. The body is actually on this shoulder, and the whole, body is in a straight line. Then this is the Shirshasana. Shirshasana is on your head region and body straight. So this is a Vipreet Karni is a mudra. These both others are the asanas. Then this is a Shadmukhi mudra. Okay. Some maybe picture different from other, institutes. Maybe if you are practicing in a different way. So this is a Tadagi mudra. This one. After that, this is
Tadagi mudra is that is the lie down posture.
yeah, it is in a lying down posture basically, because there is a some different from other institute. This is Pashini mudra, but the Pashini mudra is basically like in a halasan posture, na, which we explained, you know. So
Okay.
some pictures may be different from the other. This is the Kaki mudra. Okay, performing the Shitli pranayam. Tata mudra is with the Kaki mudra. The tongue is like this shape. Then the Shitli. This is the Vishnu mudra or Nasikag mudra. You have to you have to adapt this mudra with the right hand while performing the pranayama, especially during the Nadi Shodhana. So here is a picture of the Nadi Shodhana. Okay. Okay. So here it is the end of your Gherand Samhita today itself. So any doubt, any question, kindly tell me. And all the best for your exams. Now please read. If there is any doubt or questions, you can note it down and you can ask me later on. Okay.